Everyone has a daily routine. Some routines are busy, others are quiet. But no matter where you live or what your job is, a daily routine helps you stay organized, focused, and balanced. Today, I want to share my daily routine as a high school student. My routine helps me learn, stay healthy, and spend time with my family and friends. Maybe it's not very exciting, but it's a part of who I am. So, here's what a normal day in my life looks like. My day usually begins at 6:30 in the morning. When the alarm rings, it's not always easy to wake up, especially on cold winter mornings. But I try not to press the snooze button too many times. After getting out of bed, I go straight to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. The cold water helps me wake up fully. After that, I make my bed. It only takes a minute or two, but it makes my room look clean and gives me a small feeling of accomplishment. Then I go to the kitchen. My mom is usually already there, preparing breakfast. Sometimes she makes eggs, sometimes porridge, and on weekends, we often have fresh bread and honey. I usually drink a glass of warm milk or tea. While eating breakfast, I like to check my phone quickly, just to see if I have any messages from school friends. But I try not to spend too much time on social media in the morning. After breakfast, I get dressed in my school uniform. It's not the most fashionable, but it saves time in the morning because I don't have to decide what to wear. Before leaving, I double-check my school bag to make sure I have all my books, homework, and lunchbox. Then at 7:30 I leave the house and walk to school. The walk takes about 15 minutes, and I usually walk with my neighbor, who is also my classmate. We talk about homework or just share funny stories. School starts at 8 a.m. We begin each day with a short morning assembly. Sometimes we listen to announcements, sometimes we sing the national anthem. After that, we go to our classes. Each class is about 45 minutes long, and we have a variety of subjects during the day. My favorite subjects are English and history. I enjoy learning new words and practicing conversations in English class. In history, I love listening to stories from the past, about old kings, wars, and how people lived long ago. Math is not my favorite, but I try to stay focused because I know it's important. Science can be fun, especially when we do experiments in the lab. Some days, we also have physical education, where we play volleyball or run in the schoolyard. At 10:30, we have a short break. I usually eat a small snack like a sandwich or fruit. I talk with my friends during the break. We often laugh, share ideas, or ask each other questions about homework. Lunch break is at 12:30. I eat the lunch my mom packed for me. It's usually something simple: rice with vegetables, chicken, or sometimes pasta. After lunch, we have 2 more classes. School ends around 2:30 in the afternoon. When the bell rings, everyone rushes out, some happy, some tired. I usually feel both. On the way home, I talk with my neighbor again. Sometimes we stop to buy something small, like juice or biscuits. I reach home around 3 p.m. The first thing I do is change out of my school uniform and wash my hands and face. Then I sit down to relax for a bit, usually with a glass of water and some light snacks, like nuts or yogurt. I don't start my homework immediately. I give myself 30 minutes to rest. Sometimes I lie on the sofa and close my eyes. Sometimes I scroll through my phone or listen to soft music. This little break helps me recharge my energy. At around 3:45, I start my homework. I have a small study table in my room. I try to keep it clean and organized. I begin with the easiest subjects, like English or geography, and then move to more difficult ones, like math or physics. If I don't understand something, I ask my older sister. She's very good at explaining things. On some days, we study together. We don't always stay quiet. We talk and laugh, but we still get the work done. By 6 p.m., I usually finish most of my homework. That's when I help my mom with some house chores. Sometimes I set the table for dinner, sometimes I help cut vegetables, and other times I just keep her company while she cooks. We talk a lot during this time. She tells me about her day, and I tell her about mine. These small conversations mean a lot to me. After the chores, I get a little free time. I might watch an episode of a series, read a book, or go for a short walk with my dad. When the weather is nice, we sit on the balcony and talk about life, school, or dreams for the future. My dad always gives good advice. He says simple things, but they stay in my heart. On some evenings, I chat with my friends online. We talk about school events, upcoming exams, or just random things like movies or funny memes. I try not to spend too much time online, but I enjoy staying connected with them. Around 8 p.m., we all gather for dinner. My family eats together almost every night. We don't have fancy meals, just home-cooked food, but the best part is the laughter around the table. We joke, we share stories, and we feel close. I know not every family eats together, so I'm thankful for it. After dinner, I wash the dishes if it's my turn. Then, I take a shower, change into comfortable clothes, and start preparing for bed. Before going to sleep, I like to reflect on my day. I sit by the window for a few minutes. Sometimes I write in my diary. I don't write every day, but when something special happens, good or bad, I write it down. It helps me clear my mind. I also check my bag for the next day. Notebooks, pens, uniform, water bottle, everything ready. I set my alarm for the next morning and turn off my phone. Finally, I lie in bed, turn off the lights, and close my eyes. Sometimes I fall asleep quickly. Other times, my mind is full of thoughts. But I try to think about the good moments from the day, like a compliment from a teacher, a kind smile from a friend, or something delicious I ate. These small things help me sleep with peace in my heart. My daily routine may not be very exciting, but it gives my life structure and meaning. It teaches me responsibility, time management, and how to enjoy small moments. Of course, some days are different, some days are harder. Sometimes I feel tired or stressed, but having a routine helps me stay strong and focused. Being a student isn't always easy, but I believe that one day, all these efforts will lead me somewhere special. My routine may change as I grow older, but the lessons I learn from it will always stay with me. Every day is a small chapter in the big story of life, and I want to make each chapter count.